Yo from Hovo. This is T Matt Latrons, your coyote on the court, and you're listening to a late regulation cross-conference match between the 35 and 19 Dakota Bikers and the 15 and 39 Queens Pride, right here on SportsDen. And I am so excited to be in New York City right here for my first broadcast ever from the newest venue in the FBA. That wasn't enough to be excited about. I've got a bowl of milk bones to my left, got a fan blowing in my face right now, and there is a no cats allowed sign on the door outside. That's right. It's an all canine commentary booth today as I share the booth with none other than Cedric O'Toole, former beat writer for the Plymouth Taproots covering the Vicky Turner years. I am so jealous. Cedric, it is great to have you here with me.
It is great to be here. And yes, all canine commentary booth tonight. There will be a woo. Bank on it.
Absolutely. No one to stop us. No, that's right. There's no cats here to make us go quiet. It's going to be an all-out-woo commentary booth for this game. Definitely thrilled about
The
that.
only thing that might shut us up is Jimmy.
Possibly.
Pray that does not happen.
Hopefully he's learned a few things over the years, but I never have that. I shouldn't have that much hope. But anyway, exciting game here. Got to admit, first off, like I say, this is my first time here in Queens. This is the most recently relocated team in the FBA, and I love the new facility. Love this court. It's absolutely gorgeous, and everything is brand new. You cannot imagine the temptation I have to mark everything. It's just terrible.
Oh my god. Oh, Team Matt, you are terrible.
I'm pretty sure there was a fox in here at some point. Can you smell that? Can you smell that? There was a fox in here.
I mean, there is a fox on the Pride, so probably. I mean, there
Not
are
in my commentary booth. He's supposed to be on the floor, not here.
there are foxes everywhere. You and I both know that.
Now, the only thing that I've got a problem with, though, unfortunately, is so the last time I did a regulation game on SportsDen, which was actually my first time being on SportsDen, was the game between the Hawaii Kahunas and the Las Vegas Wildcards. And that game, I call that a David and Goliath game. I didn't know I was going to be doing this game. This, I um, I wasn't kidding about those standings that I listed before. These clubs a little different from each other. So yeah, the Dakota Bikers right now hanging with a 35 and 19 record, second in the Western Conference, really dominating like they do. I think the thing about the Dakota Bikers that blows my mind is that they were an absolute machine way back when. They are a machine today. For years, they have just been an absolutely dominant club.
The consistency of the Dakota Bikers over the years has been remarkable. I mean,
Yeah, you have to
I
wonder
can
what
only
they've
think
been able
of,
to do to just keep
like,
sustaining year after year.
really only over the past decade they've had maybe one off season. The one year, I think, well, they had the number one pick, traded it for Ben Derby, which worked out pretty well.
Yep. Oh,
But
it's
other than that, it's been, I mean, it's been years of contention. I think, yeah, so like the past, I want to say, what was it? The past 3 years, they've gone at least as far as the Western Conference Finals.
yeah, they have just every year consistently excellent. It really is remarkable. And this year, no different. Sitting number two in the Western Conference, basically assured there's place in the playoffs. It's been remarkable. Now, on the other side, it's a little bit of a different story.
It's a much different story.
I think the thing that I find kind of amusing about looking at these records is that the Dakota Bikers in their conference are 22 and 13, whereas the Queen's Pride are 12 and 23. So it's just not the same. There's just a lot of games back that the Queen's Pride are at, and it's been a rough season for them, and that's a shame because back when the Dakota Bikers were dominant, when I was several years ago, when they've always been dominant, the Queen's Pride also had a fantastic team as well. They hold what I think is the saddest record in all of FBA basketball, is losing in the Eastern Conference Championship 4 years in a row.
Yes, they had a great
Heartbreaking.
run led by the Queen, of course, Valencia Reyes.
Absolutely
But
one of the
they
best point guards. Absolutely.
but they have fallen hard since then. that they have never managed to replace the Queen,
Yeah, this
which I mean it's hard. It's hard to replace any. It is very difficult to replace a player of that caliber, as you well know.
Well, hey, let's keep in mind though that we're looking at the Staccato Bikers, which is just absolutely completely transformed. Where's Mike Lee? Where's Ryan Malone? Where's all the guys that from before? It's a whole different
And
set of faces, and yet still a
and
dominant team. They have been able to replace their chess pieces and just
and,
stay
mm,
dominant.
and that is a great credit to Dakota's management, no question.
Absolutely. So one slight good thing for the Queens, and I'm hoping that will be well for the Pride, which will I hope will help them out a lot in this one. Is going to be they are coming off of a win. They did have a big victory just before a couple of days ago before this game. And what's more about that, kind of a surprise player of the game of that match, Freddie Bernaghi, the newest member of the team. He was
Yes,
part of that trade.
mm,
He was part of that trade with the Las Vegas Wildcards. Came over, and yet somehow, in the short time that he has been with this team, after basically not playing the reserve for the Wildcards, comes over here. He's already got 2 players of the games already.
I mean, he is certainly trying to prove that he was not simply a throw-in with this trade. Um, Honestly, I mean, initially when I heard the trade reported, I I questioned the wisdom of the move, trading your lottery pick for, well, let's just call Varnegi what he has been. I mean, up to this point, a career bench player. But I mean, the the Pride have decided to give him an opportunity in their starting lineup, and he's taking advantage of it, clearly.
He has had an amazing start here, already on their starting line, already with a pair of players of the games. And the truth of the matter is, already taking some of the team records. He's already number one in free throw percentage, and he's also the top in the team in a number of other stats. He has just been a really surprisingly strong player for coming in, and what we kind of thought, was going to be a modest replacement. I understand why the trade happened. I was not as critical. I actually liked the trade a whole lot because you knew that the Las Vegas Wildcards, they are in such a tough position. Absolutely in the most brutal division there is. They needed just a little bit of a bump. Bringing in Andreas Kokinos was just the right thing they needed to give them that little extra push. Whereas the Pride got to rebuild again. They need draft picks. They were able to get some valuable ones. I think in the end, it's going to be good for both clubs. But I think the part of the deal that I just did not expect was seeing how Freddie Varnaghi would do with this team. I'm hoping to see good things from him tonight.
Mm. Yes, I think he has been the surprise of this trade so far, no doubt about it.
No
But
doubt
like I said,
whatsoever.
taking advantage of the opportunity. Credit to him.
But now, when you look at the rest of the club, it's just a different story. Dakota Bikers, oh my goodness, is there a more deadly backcourt? Matthew Silvius and Jonathan Lawyer, that's a doom right there. I'm not even sure they need the other 3 at that point. I mean, there's just the absolute most killer backcourt you could imagine, with Jonathan Lawyer already holding a whole slew of shooting records right now in the league, the absolute top in points per minute. Whereas Matthew Silvius, just another phenomenal performance this year, maintaining over 17 points a game, over 8 assists a game, already 17 double doubles. Just both of these guys together, there's no way to get past them.
I
It's just
mean,
an astonishing
I
powerhouse.
mean that they called them the Splashers for a reason. They're both 2 of the best 3-point shooters in the league. Both both na- Both were in the 3-point contest, of course. Silvius got to the finals,
Yeah,
and yeah, and both are shooting over 40% of the season. And you're absolutely right. I mean, even in recent years where they haven't had as strong a bench as some other contenders in the West, namely Hawaii, they still well, that combo, Silvius and Lawyer, is enough to not just keep them in, but win many games. That is a dynamic duo they have in the backcourt. Absolutely.
And just to add to that, of course, they have the incredible Benjamin Derby centering the team. And he is going to be facing off against sophomore year effort from Luther Kierkegaard, who has been solid. I have to admit, this is the one pairing that I am going to be excited to see. We've got a very excellent veteran, proven himself year after year. Luther Kierkegaard only in his second year, but already has gotten so many big numbers for his team and had a great performance. Five players of the game so far, 23 double doubles. That would be absolutely stellar if it were not being matched by Benjamin Derby's with his 31 double doubles and his absolutely phenomenal over 11 rebounds per game. It's going to be really tough to compete against that, but hopefully the young Jackalope can pull off something on this match.
That is definitely a matchup I'm looking forward to as well. It's like you said, definitely youth versus experience. You've got Derby, the veteran rock of the defense. That's very solid, all-star caliber player. And of course, you've got Luther Kierkegaard, who's a rising star and probably the closest thing this Queens team has to a rock at this point.
They'll definitely need him to perform today. So, all right, last question before we go into this match, though. So it's a little bit silly, but any predictions?
Well, I'm hoping that Queens can somewhat carry the momentum from their win 2 nights ago, playing at home. I hope we don't get a blowout, but it's hard for me to pick against Dakota in this one. To be honest.
I definitely I have to agree with you that just if you look at the numbers and you look at the histories of these teams this season, it's not really a question of who wins; it's a question of how badly will the Pride lose. I agree with you. I am very much hoping that the Pride will be able to find just enough energy out there to sustain and give us a good game. And they're in front of their crowd. That's the good news. They're at home. And
Well, and we know well from their past in Newark on the asphalt savannah, they have a passionate as passionate a fan base as anyone.
it's very true.
Even if their club hasn't given them much to cheer for this season in particular.
It is true. So, anyway, you ready for this one?
I am ready to go.
All right, let's do it.
This.
All right, ready for the tip-off? Lining up at the Pride. I love their new logo. Looks good down there on the floor. And there's the tip-off, and the hands up in Dakota's paws. Mashima's got it. Hands off to Silvius.
Good logo, crisp jerseys. Not so good of a team,
unfortunately. As long as they look good out there, that's the important thing.
Hopefully they can, in the future, they can become something.
Well, the Dakota Bikers miss on the first fadeaway. That thing didn't make connect. So now, Pride have a chance to get the first bucket of the game. Thompson now with it. Staying in the deep woods. Defense is tight. Charges in, finds the opening, gets inside. That's the bucket.
Nice little layup there. So excellent that will get them started.
The Lioness out of Dallas State University found the opening, was able to penetrate the kettle, get inside, and make the floater go down. And Dakota missing again, missing on an easy bucket there. Goes inside, no good with the tough play inside, but Benjamin Derby fouls the Jackalope out of Denmark. And that'll put him at the line for two. Aggressive play there. That was a classic Dakota, old school Dakota Bikers play. Playing it rough, realizing that he was having to defend from behind, and really there's not a whole lot you can do except make contact, and there he made too much. That puts the Jackalope's big antlers there at the charity stripe. With a chance for Queens to extend their lead here in the beginning, and Dakota yet to score. First one is good, and he's perfect from the line.
All right.
Dakota Bikers looking to make their first bucket of this one. They've been having a rather slow start to this game. Finds the penetration, gets inside, easy bucket, but it rolled around the iron and no good. And Mika Davenport is right there to collect it. Quick pass to Fengetsu. Double team on Fengetsu. Varnagi. Quick pass.
Bikers missing some easy looks early.
Very easy indeed. Mika Davenport was cross court, had an open opportunity, but then the defense came quick. Have to kick it out all the way to Fengetsu. They got 5 seconds to shoot with the 3. Yes!
And that's a switch.
Excellent job there. Taking Fengetsu, realized under pressure with little time to score, saw the opening on the 3 and was able to make it go down from the woods. Excellent job by the Sumatran Tiger out of Indonesia.
And the Pride couldn't have asked for a much better start than this.
No doubt. Probably a little surprised right now at how well they're doing. Inside, there's the foul. The ball did not go through, and that's on Varnagi. Picks up his first personal. Instead, we'll have Jonathan Lawyer going to the charity stripe. Well, he'll probably be automatic. Perfect with the first. And finally, Dakota's on the board with a single point. And now with 2. As a Meerkat from Farrington University is able to drop both and put Dakota on the board. 2 and 7 with 10 minutes left in the first. Fengetsu driving inside, gets inside. Beautiful job getting around the defense. Had the inside corner and was able to get the floater to fall. Silvius bringing it up. A lot of traffic in front of him. He's not able to penetrate, but he finds an opening, and Mishima is right there to pick up the quick pass down low and the easy bucket.
Nice dish.
First points off of a bucket for Dakota in this match. The dish was good, definitely. Saw that opening, and that was a great pass. Long all the way from the woods down to the center of the key, but was able to make it connect, and after that, the points were automatic. Beautiful play, but unable to make it go down. Looked good getting to the basket, but unfortunately, Melody's not able to make it connect. It's going the other way. Silvius, deep woods, isolating. Looking for an outlet, finds Lawyer. Lawyer in the triple threat, looking for somewhere to get the ball. Kuki now. High arcing pass, gets it to Mishima. Back to the basket, turnaround, fade, no good. Hit the back of the iron and out, and it goes back the other way. Queens have it, Davenport brings it up. Thompson, then over to Varnagi. Varnagi with Kierkegaard. Over to Fengetsu. Fengetsu also in the deep woods. Isolating, finding an opportunity, looking for it. Running out of time, 3 seconds to shoot. Have to take the 3. No good. Scooped in and out.
Thompson for free, no.
Yeah, they tried. Forced into that shot, but was not able to connect, unfortunately.
She's a pretty good three-point shooter herself, but that was kind of a desperation heave.
That was a better one. Silvius
Better shot.
hitting the long ball, bringing the score within 2. It's now Dakota 7, Queens 9. As the Meerkat of Farrington University was able to connect from the woods on that one. Tough play inside, double teamed, still shot. Silvius fouled the ball handler, picks up his first personal. That'll put Fengetsu at the line for 2, and she misses the first. Not a good time to be missing when Queens so far have been able to keep the lead the entire time. And certainly the Dakota Bikers are a team you do not want to miss free throws on. Gets them both.
Absolutely not.
Excuse me, gets the second one.
I mean, Silvius and Lawyer in particular, excellent free throw shooters. And you know they will get their chances at the line. We saw Lawyer get a couple already.
Lawyer being efficient there, though the shooting was a little sloppy to start this game off. The Dakota Bikers
A little bit.
Perhaps are a little bit
missing some Oskin looks. Very unbiker-like.
Beautiful.
And there's a
block
block by Kierkegaard.
Luther Kierkegaard getting his paw in front of the shot there. Beautiful job of defending it. Now, unfortunately, Queens not able to. Queens are not able to capitalize on the possession. It's going the other way. High floater.
Drives.
Second chance points are good.
Puts it back in.
Fellow Deer out of Servine University of Michigan was able to get that ball to go down after the original shot bounced right out of the rim. Dakota still behind by 1, though, with 7 minutes left in the first. There's another hard foul. Fengetsu slides on the floor. Silvius picks up his second. Now, that's going to be a tough point for Dakota. I mean, Silvius, unquestionably one of the most important players on this team. But he's got to sit down and for the remaining 7 minutes of the first, so he gets into foul trouble early on.
Not what you want to see. Not what
Definitely
you want to see here. And a little a little uncharacteristic for him. He's usually much more disciplined player, but he's in foul trouble early.
Ooh, and a bad start. Neo Snyman replacing Matthew Silvius, the Meerkat out of Great Lakes Mammalia, and his first pass trying to find the player at the baseline. It goes right into the audience, and it's going the other way. Bad start for the replacement for Silvius. This may be a foreboding sign here for Dakota. Bengetsu inside, through the defense.
It was a turnover, but at least it wasn't. At least he didn't cough it up.
Bengetsu able to get inside for another bucket, makes it a 5-point game. Yet again, amazingly, 6.5 minutes left in the first, and Dakota has yet to lead, or even tie for that matter. That's a step in the right direction. Big, tough turnaround fade from 20 feet out, and that brings the score within 3. Bengetsu now, deep woods isolating, scoops it over to Kierkegaard, who's outside of his range, also in the woods, hands off to Davenport. Davenport, very, very deep, but he needs to shoot. 5 seconds left, 3 seconds left. Thompson from 3! No good. Scooped up by Kuki, and Kuki's able to bring it up.
They didn't do a great job setting up a play there.
Not a great one. They were definitely in pressure there, and the defense was tight around them. There's some very tough defense there from Kierkegaard. Got to admire the pressure he was putting on the ball handler, but he wasn't able to stop the shot. And Dakota now within spitting distance. 1 point between Dakota and Queens here with 5.5 minutes left.
Very nice putback by Duncan Kuki.
Yes, very good. Davenport, haven't seen much from him so far. The Collies with the ball, deep woods, isolating. Bounce pass to Bengetsu. Bengetsu, spin cycle, no good. Hey, takes the tough 3. That was no good at all. That the back, a little bit too much mustard on that one. Bounced right out, going the other way.
Rookie right in her face.
Definitely,
that was a very good job on defense from the rookie there. Impressive. He's clearly been taking notes.
Definitely, even he respects the Rhythm Empress. Knows that she's a good shooter. He's able to get in the right spot there. Neo Snyman now.
No.
So yeah, Phelan again, Snyman replacing Matthew Silvius after his early foul trouble, and unfortunately not doing a fantastic job of that. There he misses the 3. And Queens, they get a bucket inside. That keeps them up by 3, and Queens maintain that remarkable lead throughout this entire first quarter.
Well, I mean, Dakota seems to have woken up, but Queens are, credit to them, they are not folding here.
Just as soon as you say that, rookie mistake by Jonathan Lawyer puts a paw on the line, and it's a turnover for out of bounds. Absolutely bizarre play from when Judge Johnny, usually a fantastic and very disciplined, seasoned player, but this time just makes a rookie mistake, and we're going the other way. I get the feeling Dakota does not care for Queens very much.
I don't think they expected any more out of them than we did.
Yeah, it's kind of remarkable. They seem to be off their game on this court. I suppose they've probably not had a whole lot of experience being cross conferences, but certainly having a lot of trouble here, it seems. So that's another bucket for the Pride, and that brings the game, that makes it a 5-point game. Dakota 13, Queens 18. Just under 4 minutes left in the first. 5 seconds left to shoot for Dakota. Mishima, spin cycle. Beautiful move off the offhand, able to make the ball, the leaner go down. Jelenchka now on the court. KY, the most seasoned player right now on these two clubs. 15 years in the FBA. And she finds a good pass. Beautiful job finding Fegetsu under the bucket. She's able to make the floater go down, and that's another for the Queens. They break 20. This isn't at all what we expected to see in this game, is it?
No, absolutely not.
Oh, and Derby fought with a big alley-oop at the loop. Very good job there, Derby. Barely had to jump to bring that down, but a beautiful, thunderous dunk from Dakota there. Perhaps what they needed.
2 hands. Servine slam. I love it.
Definitely something Dakota needed.
Trying to drive, loses it.
Bengetsu
comes up with it. And she dropped it side, and that's an easy layup.
beautiful one-arm scoop, was able to make it go down. Incredible job by the Sumatran Tiger out of Indonesia. 2.5 minutes left in the first. Snyman still trying to prove himself, but he decides to get rid of it. Maybe he's done proving himself.
Well, can't go wrong trying to let... Ooh, there we go.
Beautiful job by Derby from the elbow.
Forward, making a play. Finds his open teammate. Very nice.
Gosielenska. Hand off to Fangetsu. Fangetsu from 3! Yes!
And that's a swish.
Beautiful play. Fangetsu wide open. KY saw that the Sumatran Tiger had an open shot, was able to deliver. Excellent job keeping the Queens ahead. Answered back by an inside shot.
And there's Lawyer inside.
Still productive. Still productive. The fair Meerkat out of Savannah, Georgia, doing a fantastic job keeping his team in it, even though Dakota, remarkably, again, in the first quarter, has never led or tied. Still behind by 4. Kierkegaard, tough shot, probably ill-advised, but it went in and out, no good.
Solid defense from Derby there.
You got to have great defense against that big jackalope there. If it's not the paws that get you, it'll be the antlers. Laura to Mishima. Mishima. She gets inside, penetrates, puts it up, no good, and it's going the other way. Down to less than a minute in the first. KY sees the opening to Kierkegaard. The alley-oop slam.
Oh! Ah,
Outstanding play. Probably the most seasoned player on the court, handing it to one of the youngest on the court. Beautiful play between KY and Kierkegaard.
Oh, it's always a beautiful thing. The alley-oop. I mean, just a perfect connection between teammates.
Varnaghi with the steal. Dakota desperately needing to get a bucket, and here Varnaghi takes it away. Hand off to Fangetsu. There's a 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. No good.
Go wide open. Misses.
Kierkegaard with the offensive rebound, and now the Pride will have the last shot. 5 seconds to shoot. To the last desperation, and it goes down.
Oh, that was a tough shot.
2 seconds to build. They're going to try to put it up. No, it's Dakota decides not to even try for the half-court heave. But what an unbelievable finish. An alley-oop slam followed by an incredibly difficult shot, and the Queens Pride are ahead in front of their fans against the number 2 team of the Western Conference.
Up 8 points after 1. I can't say I saw that coming.
This is a definite surprise. Absolutely did not expect this one bit. So Queens Pride showing a lot of enthusiasm here. Silvius stripping it away from Jelenska, taking it himself.
Oh, and
gets the lucky roll.
There you go.
There's a way to introduce the second.
I'm sure that was going to fall there, but
it took its time up there.
That's too easy for Silvius.
Touched every part of the rim before touching the silk, but definitely a way to introduce themselves to the second quarter. Dakota with the big play.
Hey, as long as it falls, right?
But yet another one. You just can't stop these guys. Melanie Thompson will be able to get inside and get the floater to fall. And remarkably, it is an 8-point game. Dakota 23, Queens 31. You got 11 minutes left in the second. Silvius getting pressured hard. But he gets around the defense, penetrates the kennel, puts it up. Automatic.
And they better be careful. They can't let him keep driving the lane. He may not have the reputation as one who plays inside, but you give him that wide open a lane to the bucket, he will take it.
Absolutely.
And he will make you pay.
Long-tailed weasel out of Atlanta Tech, just one of the finest players that we have in the league right now. Been doing an amazing job.
Daisuke Tenno.
Queens pressured into a ridiculous outer space shot.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not sure. That's not exact. That's more than from the woods.
Silvius.
That's from like the top of the mountain.
Silvius punishes them again. driving inside, taking it himself, getting into that key and making it go down. Now it's a 4-point game. 10 minutes left in the second. Queens, they were not able to capitalize on their last possession. Want to change it here. They've got a lot of bench players out there right now. Jelenchka
Yes.
taking the three. No good. KY,
Contested three.
historically one of the best three-point shooters in the league. KY, unfortunately, not able to make that one fall. Now Dakota with a chance to chip away at their deficit.
Crowd on their feet here.
Oh, they want to. They have been. I think they've gotten used to seeing their team ahead, and they want to keep ahead. Oh, Portier was able to nail it from 20 feet out. The jumper, and now it's a one-bucket game. 2 points separating the teams.
C'est magnifique from the French chicken.
Only Avian out there right now. There's a pretty mammal-heavy game in this one. Lovewell loses the ball, stripped away by Lawyer, who's back on the court. Lawyer, quick pass. Safarian. Safarian was able to make it go down. The Greyhound out of Kansas Plains Tech with a first bucket of the game. And it's tied. Oh, all right. This is exactly what the Queens did not want to let happen. They've been enjoying that lead all this time. They restore it with a bucket there. Beautiful job.
Yes, taking advantage of a first quarter full of unbiker-like biker miscues.
Tough shot there. Baumhauer trying to defend from behind, made contact. The Southern Fox Squirrel out of Germany picks up his first foul. And now Dakota has a chance to tie it up, but Matthew Silvius, rare miss, charity stripe. Rare miss.
Don't see that every day.
Second one goes down. It better go down after missing the first. And that will keep the Queens ahead after the bucket from Tiktaalik, polar bear out of Ursa State University from earlier. That'll keep the lead for the Queens by a single point. We just passed 8.5 minutes left in the second. Tiktaalik. Back to Hayes. Inside to Baumhauer. Has to kick it out. Jelenchka taking another three. No good again. Real shame.
Silvius respecting her on defense there, no doubt.
Oh, Silvius.
She's not showing the same respect.
I was about to say that is not respect at all. Silvius taking it all the way to the hoop and the slam. The long-tailed weasel out of Atlanta Tech. Showing, listen, you go for the three, I'll just go for the dunk.
Well, they are giving him the inside. They are giving him the paint. Why not take it?
Dakota takes the lead. They're up ahead by 34-33 after that bucket. But boy, tough play there inside. Lovewell gets a contact foul after scrapping for the ball there in the left side of the woods. 14 seconds on the shot clock as the inbound the ball. Silvius, kick out. Okasevich driving in, not able to make it go down. Baumhauer there, able to pick up the rebound. Hayes over to Thompson. Thompson isolating deep woods. Give it to Lovewell. Lovewell with the open three. No good. A little off to the left on that one. Ball tumbled around a few paws until Silvius came up with it. Handed off to Canton. Canton, tough shot. Rolled across the back of the iron, and this time Baumhauer is there with another rebound. Queens with a chance to retake their lead with a bucket here. Lovewell, arcing pass to Tiktaalik, and Tiktaalik, tough quick shot, but the quick shot rolled out of bounds after making contact with Dakota, so they'll bring it back in bounds. It'll remain Queens ball. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Winding down, they've got to make their play. Cole Thompson, they're just passing the ball every single pair of paws, gripping this one before Davenport with the three attempt. No good, but Cole is right there with the rebound and the dunk.
Oh, Darius Cole, veteran, putting it back in.
Only reptile on the court in this game, the alligator out of Orlando, Florida, able to slam it down.
And Silvius answers right back. With a trademark mid-jumper.
I get the feeling we're going to be seeing a whole lot of this, that Queens finally getting their lead back, and then Silvius putting it back on the Dakota side. Got a lot of lead changes here in this match, and There, yet again, Queen's able to capitalize.
Another one.
Right.
Sylvia's seemingly taking it upon himself.
Now, he's definitely been
He is determined to not let the Pride beat his team.
very aggressive. He has been.
And they are basically daring him to beat them inside, and he is.
Silvius was forced into a tough shot with the double team in front of him. Not able to connect. That was a quick pickup.
Maybe they finally got the message.
Maybe.
Don't let him just drive inside.
Quick pickup by Darius Cole of the rebound. Darius tries to make the inside shot go down, but not able to connect, and it's going the other way. Silvius has to get rid of it. The double team is tight on him. They know to defend the Weasel.
They're definitely honoring him now that he's
Silvius
on a roll.
with the three!
Silvius for three! From the top of the key, from the woods. Beautiful.
Matthew Silvius once again punishing these Queens, and this time Dakota with a 2-point lead, remarkably their largest lead of the game. After that, 3 points. 3-pointer there. Just astonishing. Timeout called by the Pride. They need it.
Trademark free from Silvius.
So
Dare
I
I say vintage.
So with this break here, I have to say this. Have you heard of Grovo, the hot new workout supplement that's taking over gyms across the country? Developed by FBA sports agent Vincent Vos of Hovo Management, Grovo is packed with broad-spectrum amino acids and both meat and plant-based proteins to ensure maximum muscle growth for all species. Doesn't matter if you're predator or prey, Grovo is the only supplement that ensures maximum bulk in the shortest time. Buy Grovo in your local drugstore or online today.
Well, how much of a workout warrior my son Terry is.
I hear it. He's a customer.
He swears by Grovos. Oh, yes, absolutely. Very much a loyal customer. And, well, you could see the results with him. My goodness.
Yeah, he's got a little big. I kind of wonder.
Yes.
Does he realize he plays basketball and not football?
I mean, well, his old man did play football.
Oh, I know. That I know. Thompson.
He has those big dog jeans. And a nice free from Thompson. And we got a 1-point game once again.
Beautiful job by the Lioness out of Dallas State University. Found the open look there from the woods and was able to connect. Dakota not so lucky, but Derby's there with
Derby with the offensive
2 rebounds,
floor.
3 rebounds. Can Derby make a 4? Oh, not able to make it 4 rebounds. The Deer was on it again and again, but never made it up. Popped out. Thompson. Fengetsu inside. No good. What a shame. Looked so good getting to the basket, but not able to make it connect. Can't bring it up.
Couple of frustrating sequences there.
Indeed.
One each.
Whole lot of great looking play ending in nothing. And then another one, Melanie Thompson, this time getting inside, showing she can score from outside and inside. Lioness out of Dallas connecting, and the Queens are back, and the Pride is back, a point ahead of the Bikers, 41-42. Oh my goodness! Mishima with the one-arm dunk over her own head.
The rising sun rising to the hoop.
Phenomenal play, the Tanuki Atakawa Academy, absolutely slamming it down and waking everybody up once more. Dakota restores their lead, 43-42.
Ooh.
Bangetsu gets the ball stuck on the back of the rim. They have to call that one, but there was a foul anyway. But, you know that somebody just wanted to just give that hoop a kick, let her fall through the silk. Still, though, Rhythm Empress at the line for 2. She's good with the first. That just ties up the game. She has a chance to take the lead here. Some new paws on the court. Queens up by 1. 2.5 minutes left in the second. Snyman back on the court, bringing it up. Meerkat out of Great Lakes Mammalia. Drives inside, puts it up. Good! Doing a much better job than he did last time he came off the bench.
Yes, and again you see he's taking notes.
I
Inside a bit like his veteran counterpart there.
I'm sure the coach had a few words for him after his last performance for placing Silvius. That, yeah, hey, Steinman, look, let's try things differently the second time. Defense was tight. Queens were not the Pride was not able to connect there.
Ooh, here comes
Go the other way.
Lawyer.
Well, again, this deadly Dakota backcourt. Lawyer driving in, getting the bucket, and now at 3 points, Dakota takes their biggest lead so far.
And he'll make those all day, too.
Off to Davenport. Davenport just at the elbow. Turnaround. Tough shot. No good, but Cole is right there with the pickup and the bucket.
Yeah, very nice from the veteran.
Excellent turnaround
Boxing
there.
Out,
There
getting an offensive board and the second chance points.
Always the advantage of having a big body down there.
A big body, a veteran body who knows what to do. And Cole is that.
Steinman in the woods. They're running out of time. 3 seconds to shoot. Takes the three. It's good.
Oh.
The Meerkat out of Brooklyn, New York, scores with the long ball and hopefully has made up for his last performance coming off the bench in the first quarter. Less than a minute left in the second. Davenport, deep woods.
He's shown some flashes off the bench.
Uses the screen.
I like that scene.
Davenport, beautiful job of running inside, curling in, and taking the floater to a hoop. Border Collie out of Connecticut, Canaan University with the bucket.
Good boy.
Yes. Got a 15-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Derby, baseline. Traveled. Took too many steps on the hooves, though.
Wow.
And while the bucket did go through, they'll call it off.
Not count.
To get down to the last 19 seconds of the game.
So remarkably, it seems like the Pride will have the last shot if they want it, and a chance to tie the game.
Oh, they have to take this shot. They're building up the play right now. Fengetsu there, deep woods, trying to find an opening, trying to look for a way to get a score. She's going to be forced into a really long shot unless she takes the three. No good. Good, well-timed, burned down the clock, and the good shot. She was able to get open, but wasn't able, but just not able to capitalize on the possession. So we'll go in with Dakota with a 2-point lead. Well, without a doubt, the big thing here is that it's not a blowout.
It is not. It is certainly not. I mean, we'll see what the second half has to bring us, but credit to Queens. They showed up tonight.
I got to give it that. I mean, it's just, it's like, I was pretty certain it was going to be a big old blowout, but no, remarkably.
I'm hoping for not a blowout, and I guess we've got our wish here.
Fengetsu, just been incredible. 23 points in this match, 8 of 14 in shooting, a rebound and assist. She has been incredible. And without a doubt, the reason why the Pride has been able to keep this from getting out of control. Thompson, 7 points, a rebound and assist, 3 of 8 in shooting. Davenport, not too much from Davenport, but 4 points, 3 rebounds, still excellent shooting, 2 and 4. And we're definitely going to need more from him, though, in the second half. Or Nagy, newest player on the team. No points so far, but a couple of rebounds and 2 steals, being quick with the paws. Luther Kierkegaard, 4 points, 3 rebounds, and a block, a big one, including some nice dunks in this match. Tenno got himself 2 points. Daisuke Tenno, the gray squirrel out of UFLA, 1 of 2 in shooting. Missed his 1 3-pointer. Kasa Jelenchka, the veteran, also missed both of her 3-pointers and actually all of her shooting, but 4 assists, so the veteran eyes are able to spot the open furs and get those buckets. Baumhauer, 2 rebounds. Not much left there on that, but they'll probably need more from him. Excuse me, from her in the next round. 6, and Cole, the only reptile on the court in this game, 6 points, 4 rebounds, 3 of 4 in shooting. Raphael Hayes got an assist, and Tiktalak, 2 big points. Very important point that Tiktalak was able to keep the team inside the game, keep the Queens with their lead late into the second quarter, so that the Dakota Bikers remarkably were never able to take control until the end. As for Mishima, Leading right now for the Bikers, 8 points and a rebound, 4 of 9 in shooting. Excellent numbers there. Benjamin Derby, usually a dominant force and dominant tonight. 11 rebounds by halftime. Unbelievable. Jonathan Lawyer, 6 points, 1 assist, 2 of 4 shooting. Remarkably humble. Usually see a lot more from him. Matthew Silvas had to step down early, but you wouldn't notice it from the numbers. 17 points already in the first half of this game, and that's even after picking up 2 fouls, having to sit down early in the first quarter. Kuki, 2 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists on this one. Neo Snyman had a poor start when the first time he came off the bench, did a lot better the second time. 5 points, got an assist, 2 of 3 in shooting. In the end, very impressive numbers. Xavier Sfirin, 2 points, 2 rebounds, 1 and 1, perfect from the floor. Marshall Andreas Rhodes, 2 rebounds, yet to score. And Georg Potier got a bucket as well. So far, perfect so far, but also a turnover. And then Dirk Canton, the African polecat out of Universidad Pulido de Puerto Rico, yet to score, but 2 rebounds. Finally, Nebojša Elkasevich got a bucket, missed 1 of 2, with 1 assist. And Sebastian Chiapara, assistant and a steal. Assist and a steal. So, moving on to the second half of this match. And it's only a 2-point game. Absolutely remarkable considering the positions these teams have in the standings.
A much closer game than I think either of us could have hoped for. We'll see what happens in the second half.
Well, I'm hopeful now. I mean, you're right. At this point, who knows what direction it'll go? I mean, it's will the Pride collapse? Then it'll be the blowout we all expected. Or will the Pride be able to maintain this remarkable level of energy, not letting Dakota take the lead until late to the second quarter, and maybe regain it?
All right.
So far, both sides unable to connect on their possessions. We've gone back and forth, but no ball to Silk yet. Inside, big swat, but was unable to connect. Rosalind Baumhauer trying to make connection there, but this time the 3 drops, the kick out and the 3, as Dakota gets the first bucket of the second half. That gets you.
Neo Snyman's definitely recovered from that.
Oh, yes.
From that not very good first pass.
Well, that's always a very, very tough thing when you're replacing like the star player of your team, and you're performing poorly. You know that it's going to be a very angry.
Especially as a rookie.
Especially.
That's such a difficult ask. Hey, arguably our best player is in foul trouble. We need you to play some big minutes early.
Well, it's a big play here from the Pride. They were able to get a couple of buckets to go down. Fengetsu with the last one. Oh, answered back with another 3. Dakota is going for the woods.
And, well, you know how good they can be from the woods.
On that backcourt, yeah, and Silvius and Lawyer. If I feel like they've been restrained a little bit in this first half, like we haven't seen the real power of the Dakota backcourt so far. And maybe they've saved
Lawyer to some extent. I think we could see him get more involved.
Thompson not able to connect.
I've been very impressed by the 2 starting point guards in this one.
Oh, absolutely.
Silvius and especially Fangetsu. She came to play tonight.
Tassi Fengetsu has been incredible in this game. She has been keeping her team in it. Foul under the basket. That's on
foul.
Yeah, very tough foul. Kierkegaard smacking Nia Snyman right onto the floor. That'll take the Meerkat to the line. Misses the first of 2. Not a good time to miss those.
Oh, no.
4-point game between Dakota and Queens. Snyman lining up for the second, and that one's good. So that'll make it a 5-point match. 9.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Melanie bringing it up. Thompson over to Kierkegaard. Kierkegaard deep. Davenport with a 3. It's good!
Woohoo!
Out of nowhere, the Border Collie out of Connecticut, Caden University saw his opening and dropped the 3.
A little bit of my son that play there.
Oh, is that his game?
He can hit from 3.
Answered back by another 3 from Dakota. You're going to do one, we'll do another one, and that restores the 5-point deficit for the Pride.
He's been an inside dog this season, but he grew up watching. I think one of his first he's told me one of his formative memories growing up is watching an old VHS I have of Vicky Turner in the 3-point contest, the one where she won in a warm-up jacket, the first one.
Oh, Cedric, I am so jealous of the games you got to cover.
I've been here to see it all, and
yeah,
what an incredible 60 years it's been for this league.
Yeah, no, that's. I'll tell you, that's a great time to come into the FBA. Not like me when I came in during the Cletus Swinton years. Not as attractive.
Not nearly.
Thompson, now with the rock, takes a step inside, puts it up, no good. Kuki flying in to grab the rebound and bring it back up himself. Stowed out of Musselman, Michigan University. Loses it, though. Fangetsu is able to pick it up. Trying for the fast break, spin cycle, turn around. It's good! Tough play by the Sumatran Tiger out of Indonesia. Taking the ball herself inside, saw the defense around, spin cycle, the fadeaway, and was able to connect. 3-point match. Answered with another fadeaway bucket. This time off the paws of Mika Mishima, the Tanuki out of Chow Academy.
And there we go.
Fangetsu deep. Kierkegaard taking it. Nobody's around him. They know he's not a danger from that far out from the basket. But the handoff. Thompson, wide open 3. Yes!
And that's a switch.
Beautiful job by Thompson there. Linus out of Dallas State University able to connect. Take the pass and right off the pass, make it go down. Dakota has to call a timeout.
And she is also one of the better 3-point shooters in the league. I believe she's shooting somewhere around 40%, which is a very good percentage for a starter.
Doing a superb job.
You've got to honor her range.
Yeah, I have to admit that this is one of the things that's been striking about this is, we were talking so much about the Dakota backcourt with Silvius and Lawyer, but here, the Pride backcourt, this combination of Fangetsu and Thompson has been outstanding. Now, Silvius, another long, 20-footer jumper, able to go down. Dakota able to go up by 4, but
hopefully it's a combo they can build around.
Yeah, they've been doing a really good job in this game against one of the toughest teams there are to play against, and yet they have really muscled up. Now, both sitting down right now, giving them a rest. Jelenchka back on the floor, spin cycle, tough play. Unfortunately blocked. Matthew Silvius, easy to block Kasi Jelenchka. He just does not have the height to make that kind of shot. Poitier, cross court, finds Anderson Rhodes. Over to Seb. Finds Rhodes again, and the fire marshal puts it up and makes his basket from the baseline. Beautiful job by the Clouded Leopard out of Anthro Academy of Pittsburgh. Davenport briefly touching the ball before handing back to Jelenchka. Jelenchka deep woods, but she's got to get rid of it. Baumhauer now with it, right at the line. Lovewell. They are not able to penetrate. 5 seconds left, and they are still stuck in the woods. Got to find an entrance. Davenport with another 3. This time, no good. A little bit too much mustard on that one. Comes back with Dakota, going the other way. Silvius with it. Driving, pressing, pushing. Baseline. Puts it up. No good. Baumhauer with the recovery.
And we've seen that a couple times from the Bikers now.
Slammed it down!
Oh!
Pride with their first crusher. 1 point.
Davenport!
Excellent job making a statement there, but Dakota comes back. Not as big a play, but certainly the points still count, and it's a 6-point game after that, after Dakota responded to that smasher from the Pride. KY, yet again missing. Unfortunately, the old magic is back. This is not the Jelenchka I remember. Ooh, probably as much as close as you can get to getting a basket with a popping out. Yelenchka from 3 nails it just as soon as I
There
said so.
you go. Yeah,
I knew she was listening to me.
Huh?
That's more like the KY of old. Beautiful job hitting the
That is
long
much more
ball.
like
The snow leopard out of
a
Russia.
3-point game again.
Lawyer getting 2 more for Dakota, restoring the 5-point lead. So we've approached 4 minutes left in the third. Baumhauer outside of her range. Has to get rid of it. Yelenchka just having made her first bucket of the game, and it was a beautiful long 3 like the days of old. Has to get rid of it, though. Out to Baumhauer inside. Puts it up. No good. Able to draw the foul off of Xavier Safran. That's his first personal. And that will put Rosalind Baumhauer at the line for 2. Good with the first. Rosa, the Southern Fox Squirrel out of Germany, unable to make the second go down. And that'll make it a 4-point game. Dakota 72, Queen 68, 3.5 minutes, approaching 3.5 minutes left in the third. Lawyer got the opening. I'll go back to my rules. Rule number 5, do not let Jonathan Lawyer get open. They will punish you every time. So again, that Dakota backcourt gets vicious. Anderson Rose with a tough steal. And back to Silvius, of course. Tough play, no good. Teak Talak was all over him, though. The polar bear out of Versus State University absolutely overwhelming Silvius and maybe got in his head as he misses the first of 2. I gotta admit,
2 free throws tonight. This is unusual.
if I had a giant polar bear on top of me, I'd get a little bit rattled myself. I had that in my last game that I commented on.
Oh, yes.
It was very unnerving. Marcus Baylor is very, very
Marcus-
large, very big guy. You don't realize how big these guys are until they're next to you.
I think I might be a bit taller than Marcus.
Yeah, but you're a dog. We can get along. There's milk bones.
There are milk bones.
No
And
cats
I
allowed.
appreciate that.
Again, that temptation to
Damn
mark
right
everything.
there's no
Very
cats
strong.
allowed.
Very strong. Kiva Lovewell at the line. Interestingly, another Red Fox from Lake Pine State University, since we were talking about Vincent Vos earlier.
Yes. Yes. Didn't he just pass what? Yeah, he was in the class that passed.
I have not asked him myself. I have heard rumors, but hey, I am sure Kiva Lovewell knows as well as Vincent Vos. It's tough to be a Fox, a Predator at Lake Pine State. Good to them both.
I mean, you're certainly a fish out of water there as a Predator. No doubt about it. You've got all these rabbits and hares. And there's a fox.
It's got to be a little bit challenging. So I admire them for doing that. It's got to be
And he did pass the bar. To his
and he
credit,
did.
he passed the bar. Which, well,
that puts it a 3-point game. 75 for Dakota, 72 Queens. Dakota not able to connect on that one. Queens with it, and so the Pride, they could actually tie it up with a 3 here. They've still got Yelenchka on the
game
board.
is still very much in the balance.
Yelenchka trying to drive inside should have been a really easy bucket, but not able to give it the soft touch it needed. Went in and out, and then the alley-oop across the baseline. The Fire Marshal slams it down.
Mars attacks the rim.
Incredible play there. Just
Well,
came
he has always been a showman.
He's
He's always had dunk contest worthy dunks in his bag of tricks.
Dakota going easy on us for this particular possession. Xavier Safirin with a very casual turnaround bucket.
He doesn't do so much of the dunking. Gray Allen doesn't do that so much.
But then he picks up his 3rd personal there as he defends Kosciuszko on the way to the basket.
Oh, he's in a bit of foul trouble now.
Now
That's something to keep an eye on.
3 fouls in the third you can get away with. I'm sure they'll keep him in, especially with only a minute and a half left in the third quarter. Jelenchka at the line. They need these points at this point. This is the biggest Dakota lead in a while here. It's 79. It's just 72. Now it makes a 6-point. Now it's a 5-point game after she's successful with both. Minute and a half left in the third. Hand off to Elkasevich. Elkasevich isolating, uses the screen. Doesn't take much advantage of it. Loses the ball for momentarily, and then there's we got a contact foul. Looks like Raphael Hayes, the Coyote out of Acorn University, just made a little
That's his third foul.
Yeah, made too much contact. The inbound stayed Dakota's ball with 14 seconds on the shot clock. Canton with it. Isolating. Hierarchy pass, swiped!
Oh,
Daisuke Tenno, the gray squirrel out of UFLA, able to swipe the ball, and they convert! It's a 3-point game.
and listen to this crowd here in Queens.
Oh, they are excited about that one. Minute left in the third here. And now, the Pride just within 3. Dakota with possession. Defense is tight. Silvius being watched. Oh, using the screen. Gets open. Puts up the 3. Not this time. And Tenno is there to pick up the rebound.
That was a pretty good shot, though. They can't let him spring that wide open.
Yeah, that was definitely a gap in the defense there. But, boy, Dakota not able to capitalize. That really should have been an easy shot. And yes, and now Queens Pride able to capitalize on their possession, makes it a 1-point match. 6 seconds between the game clock and the shot clock. There could be one more possession after this one. Elkasevich stumbling around with it. He's losing it. Lost the dribble. He's going to have to get rid of it. So, never mind. I guess the ref gave him the dribble back. Puts it up with the clock running down. They get the rebound. The turnaround is good. 3.8 seconds left in the 4-point game. Jelenchka, full court heave. Oh, just kissed the rim, but no good. That would have been a classic Jelenchka play. But not able to connect that time.
Well, I mean, she's been having somewhat of a tough time tonight, and that's asking a little much for anybody.
Well, the great news here is that Dakota knows not to rest. There's been plenty of games this season where Dakota at this point would have just put in the scrubs and wouldn't even cared. But no, the Pride has pushed them to the edge, and Dakota knows they have got to play if they want to win this one.
Funny things happen in these cross-conference matchups some of the time. I mean, we had a pretty good game earlier in the year between the Summit and the Alphas. Some wouldn't have thought that one would have been as close as it was. But, when you only play teams twice a year, sometimes that creates an environment where maybe you underestimate them, or maybe you're just not prepared.
Yeah, I certainly don't know quite how to play them. I mean, it's just a very different situation. Silvius opening up the fourth quarter with a miss there. Whiffed it from long. But then almost lost it, but Fengetsu was able to recover the ball after he got swiped from her paws. Fengetsu's been one of the strongest players for this club. Wow, with lots of defense in front of her, takes the tough shot, but not able to connect, so we're going the other way. This time, Dakota is able to
beautiful layup.
Excellent bucket there. Thompson now. Cross court finds Varnaghi. Cole, deep corner. Not his position. Gets rid of it. Goes over to Thompson. Thompson inside. Fengetsu. Cole. They're moving the ball around a whole lot, but they're just not finding an opening. Then the tough shot inside. No good, but Cole is there to recover, and they get a fresh 24. Varnaghi over to Fengetsu. Fengetsu moves with the ball. Takes it from the top of the key, and it's good.
And a 3-point game once again. And great credit to Queens. They came to play tonight.
Oh, this is the best.
They have given us one hell of a game. Far better than we could have hoped for, I think.
This is the best the Pride have played in a long time this season. They've had such a difficult season, and here they are showing extraordinary passion and effort against one of the toughest clubs.
And sometimes this happens. I mean, it's very easy to. Hey, these players are all professionals, and they want to prove themselves against the best, especially Tasya Fengetsu. 35 points tonight.
Absolutely phenomenal. That was clutch. Tough play from Fengetsu.
A 1-point game.
Unbelievable job keeping her team in it. There, tough defense.
Defense.
Inside, gets it to fall.
Shima gets his own rebound.
The
All right.
Fanketsu's defense was tough on her, so definitely made Mika Mishima work for it. Bernagi in the woods. Newest player on the club. Thompson over to Cole. Cole now also in the woods. They need to get him inside. Running out of time. 3 seconds left to shoot. Varnagi's going to be forced to do a three. In and out. Almost could have gone down, but
That's
Derby
not his range. He's done some remarkable things since the trade.
Oh my goodness!
Oh,
Oh, brutal play there at the bucket.
Mishima.
Jinno Hoshi was able to smash it down. You could feel it up here in the commentary booth. Responded. Melanie Thompson able to hook it in. That'll keep it a 3-point game. Restoring from back within a possession. Of course, Dakota with the ball. Sylvius. Oh, they let Sylvius get open. Look what happens when you let Sylvius get open.
You can't let him create space for himself like that.
Quicksand has just been automatic on the floor. Just keeps hitting shot after shot. And he's keeping his team well above it. Dakota now have not given up the lead for a long time. And there's a big question. Will they ever give up the lead?
I mean, he's certainly capable of leading this team, and he's doing it again today.
A lot of stumbling around the ball there, but they got a fresh 24, trying to build another play. Thompson, Fangetsu from the free throw line. No good, scooped in and out. And back to Dakota. Dakota with a chance to extend their lead. Canton pushing hard inside, and he gets the bucket to fall.
And the Pride will call time. And that's Dakota's biggest lead tonight, 7.
Unbelievable. Raphael Hayes was pushing hard, but the offense is just aggressive, just the way you expect from the Bikers. Pushing against him just like a motorbike.
And we saw a couple times during the third quarter where the Bikers were starting to look like themselves. We'll see if that continues, if they're able to build on this, or if Queens comes roaring back.
Thompson from 3. Yes!
Oh!
Just when you thought it was safe to go outside, Melanie Thompson from the woods.
Switch.
Answering back, no good. Kierkegaard with the rebound. A chance to chop into that lead. Getsu looking for that opening. Doesn't like it. Lost it, though. Swiped. Lawyer now has it. Not able to make the fast break. There was enough defense in the way. They have to crowd Derby, and Derby still threads the needle between two paws, able to make it go down.
And it is beautiful how these two guards can find their Servine Big Fur.
Back to a 6-point game. Dakota 93, Pride 87. Inside. Oh my goodness! Kierkegaard with a second chance point. Big slam by the Jackalope out of EFBL.
Well, you know he's got hops. Those running thumpers.
Just a remarkable play there. Excellent job keeping concentration on the ball. And then, Mika Mishima with a tough fadeaway from the baseline. Able to make it go down. 6-point lead is restored for the Bikers.
Up 6 with 6 minutes to go here.
Can they make it happen? A lot of stumbling around there. And, oh my goodness, Fangetsu lost the ball. It went out of bounds, and the refs are saying it's going the other way. That is unfortunate.
And that's one of the worst plays she's made tonight.
Fangetsu
An otherwise stellar night for her.
Yeah, no, that was tough there, but she was just getting swarmed by the bodies. There was nowhere else for her to go. And when you're a small guard in front of much taller ones, it's just tough to know how to move out of that position. Very tough position for the Sumatra Tiger.
Well, you know as well as I do, there are some interesting size mismatches in this league.
Oh, there certainly are. No question. Oh, man, and Dakota is just relentless. Benjamin Derby able to hit a bucket from the elbow. That's his 10th point of this game.
And it's an 8-point game.
Unbelievable. They are
That's
just extending
Dakota's largest lead. Are they?
Oh,
Will they be? Are they closing it out here?
beautiful job there. Luther Kierkegaard able to get a tough one to go down. Had to lean in across the defense and stretch out that long arm of his, but got lucky with the roll. That'll make it back to a 6-point game with 5.25 minutes left in the fourth. Derby, pump fake, puts it inside, finds Mishima down low, and Kierkegaard, beautiful block.
Oh!
Beautiful block by the Jackalope out of Denmark.
The Dane says no.
Davenport from the corner, no good. Had a beautiful open look, but not able to connect. Recovered by Dakota. We're going the other way. And they're inside. Tough play. The bucket and one.
Oh. And look at the splash first there. Oh, they're feeling it now.
Tough 9-point lead for Dakota, their largest of the game, and there's only less than 5 minutes left in regulation. Can the Pride recover? They had such an amazing opening to this game, but they certainly are being whittled away.
Game through 3 quarters. Yes.
Oh! Melanie Thompson, there are pups in this audience.
There are pups, there are kittens. I don't think she cares.
Lioness out of Dallas just writes it in herself and slams it down for everyone to see. Answered back by a bucket from Duncan Kuki, stowed out of Muslin, Michigan University. But man, the thing that's in memory, okay, we got oh boy, a little aggression there in the middle of the court. Contact foul. Ball will remain with the Pride. Kierkegaard to inbound. Looking to build a play here. Just over 4 minutes left on the game clock. Davenport, blind pass over to Kierkegaard, then Fengetsu. Fengetsu in the woods. Getting double teamed quickly. Lost the ball again. Oh, Davenport wide open. What a gap in the Dakota defense.
Well, that's the risk you take when you swarm the point guard like that. Sometimes it'll leave an opening, and it sure did that time.
Beautiful job. They're drawing the double team, leaving the key wide open. Kierkegaard gets a contact foul. That's his second personal. Ball will stay with Dakota. Doesn't look like we're in the bonus yet, so it'll just be an inbound. Hands off to Silvius, back on the floor. Silvius, find his open lane! Oh, what happens when Silvius finds an open lane? The rest is automatic.
I think that's pretty much been the rule number 1 for this game. Don't give Silvius an open lane to the bucket.
No, definitely
He's been
not.
beating them on that play all night. They've tried to take away the free and the mid-range shot from him, dared him to beat them inside, and he has. And that is the mark of a great player. You take away what they do best, they still find a way to beat you.
The Weasel is just too quick, and again, the Pride are not able to capitalize on their possession. It is back in Dakota's paws, but they've only got 3 seconds to shoot. Inside, Silvius, come on! Pop goes the Weasel. Unbelievable. You just, it is absolutely a guaranteed pair of points there. And there's Silvius getting aggressive with the defense, swatting the ball.
Got a steal there.
Oh, but Fengetsu punishes him. No doubt thought they had control of that one after poking the ball away and making Fengetsu go after it, but Fengetsu found the open lane inside.
I think Silvius was wanting a backcourt call. But the refs clearly didn't see it.
From 3, no good. Kierkegaard with the recovery. It's still a 9-point game and 2 minutes left in regulation. The Pride need points. Kierkegaard with a behind-the-back crossover. I don't know why they're letting their 7'6" Jackalope do behind-the-back crossovers. But at the same time...
he's from Europe. He knows some fancy maneuvers.
Lawyer from 3, no good. But this time Derby's able to come up with it. That'll give him a fresh possession and probably control the game. We're getting close to the dagger falling in this one.
It certainly seems like Dakota is doing what veteran teams so often do. And find a way to win and close the game out.
Luther Kierkegaard with a crazy rebound there, having to stretch out his foot and his arm, but was able to make it fall into his paw. And Fengetsu with another 39 points tonight, gets her 39th, and the Pride are
She's
one away
away
from
from
100.
being a 40-point tiger here.
She has just been having an absolute breathtaking night here. Tough possession there. The Derby was able to, he lost it, was able to recover. They still got the ball. 5 seconds to shoot, puts it up, turn around. No good. Kierkegaard with another big rebound. And now the Pride with a chance to reach the century mark on the scoreboard. Kick out. Fengetsu, deep woods. Not a lot of time. They've got a lot of points to score. They're going to need to get 7. Drew the foul. Beautiful job. Derby picks up his second personal, and that will put Fengetsu at the line for 2. And with that, they cross the century mark. Let's probably get their 100th point. And good with both. It's a 5-point game. Bikers with a timeout. So, 40 seconds left.
Well,
5
still
points.
a 5-point game. It's not over yet.
Yeah, it's happened before. So now, of course, Matthew
Seconds,
Sylvia's.
a lot of time in the game of basketball. We both know this.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. So many things can happen. But it
Very
looks like,
important position for the Bikers.
unfortunately, though,
Foul.
Pride are already going for the intentional fouls here. Or at least they went for that intentional foul. Now they're not doing it. They're letting the clock burn as Dakota tries to burn off the time. And that could be the dagger right there. As they get, as looks like Jonathan Lawyer puts down another bucket from 14 feet out. Makes it a 7-point game with only 30 seconds left. Now that is getting a little bit close to out of reach.
A little bit. That was a big bucket there for the Bikers. They needed it. They got it.
Yeah, curious play on that.
One of the splash firsts, and the splash. Both the splash firsts have played really well tonight, but it's been more than them. I mean, Mishima, Derby, even Kuki have contributed. This team has just so many ways to beat you, and we're seeing that here as they close this game out.
Sloppy play by the Pride there. Fengetsu trying to connect with Varnagi for an alley-oop, but that was just poorly scheduled, poorly planned. Thompson now for 3, and she gets it. Melanie Thompson drilling a 3 with 10 seconds left on the clock. A great play, but it won't be enough, though. Kierkegaard with the intentional picks up his 3rd personal, and we're finally in the bonus, so Dakota will go to the line for 2. 6 points to cover in only 9.3 seconds. They got to get really lucky, and with that free throw, Dakota's putting this out of range. Gets them both. Pride take their last time out. So yeah, it's there was a chance there a moment ago, but the moment has passed.
There was a chance for most of this game, but well, like I said, the Bikers, veteran team, a team with a lot of postseason experience. They know how to close games out, and they did tonight.
Oh, beautiful job there of getting a bucket at the last minute.
And they'll send him, and they'll send the rookie to the line.
Another intentional foul, and indeed they're going to be hoping that Neil Snyman might miss his shots, but no such luck. Perfect from the line. 6.1 seconds. Now the Pride just got a few moments to perhaps put a last bucket. Varnagi from deep 3, no good. Clock is burns out, and that is a win for Dakota, 114 to 106.
Well, I mean, closer game than we were expecting for sure.
The 40-point Tigress. Tengetsu, 41 points with a rebound, 4 assists, 16 of 28 in shooting, 2 of 3 from the woods. Absolutely remarkable night for her. Melanie Thompson right behind her with 20 points. Rebound, 3 assists, and a steal, 8 of 15 in shooting. Incredible job by the Lioness out of Dallas State. Varnagi, the newest member of the team, making a difference. 4 rebounds, 2 steals. Not able to score in this match, but definitely helping out the club in making this a much closer game than it would have been. Mika Davenport, 11 points, 4 rebounds, and an assist, 5 of 10 in shooting. Luther Kierkegaard, sophomore effort, doing great. 8 points, 9 rebounds. Just a little bit more on both. That would have been a double-double. 3 of 5 in shooting. Perfect from the line. Kasa Jelenska had a really cold start. 1 of 10 in shooting in this game, but 5 points, 5 assists, and a rebound. Moments of the old KY I remember. Darius Cole, 6 points, 7 rebounds, 3 of 4 from the line. Rosalind Baumhauer, 3 points, 4 rebounds. Perfect shooting in this game, but imperfect from the charity stripe. Daisuke Teto, 6 points, 1 rebound, got a steal as well. Raphael Hayes, 0, was not able to score, but got a rebound and a couple of assists. And Kiva Lovewell, the Red Fox out of Lapine State University, something I say pretty often at work, 2 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. All of that from the charity stripe. And Tapisa Avalakiak Tiktalak, 2 points, perfect in scoring. Made a little bit more of a difference than the numbers seem to tell. And then on the opposite side, Mika Mishima at the top. 18 points, 3 rebounds, and an assist, 8 of 17 in shooting. Absolutely breathtaking performance from the Tanuki out of Chow Academy. Matthew Silvas, you just can't stop the weasel. He was dynamite. Quicksand was fast in this one. 26 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 11 of 21 in shooting, a steal, and a block. Benjamin Derby, Big Ben. He was a beast. Got the double-double, 10 points, 19 rebounds, 3 assists, and a block to go along with that. Jonathan Lawyer, Judge Johnny, making a difference as well, 17 points. All of these double-digit scoring on this team. This is why the Dakota Bikers are so deadly. I could get an assist on this team. I could.
And this is why this team won tonight. Contributions from everyone.
Just incredible performance. And then Duncan Kuki stowed out of Musselman, Michigan Academy, 6 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals. Xavier Zafran, the Greyhound out of Canis Plains Tech, 8 points, 5 rebounds in this one. Perfect in shooting tonight, 4 of 4. Neil Snyman, the rookie, Meerkat, Great Lakes Mammalia, 11 points. Excellent performance. 1 rebound, 1 assist, 3 of 4 in shooting. York Poitier, 4 points, 2 rebounds. Perfect shooting as well, 2 of 2. Marshall Anderson Rhodes, the fire marshal, was able to get 4 points, 3 rebounds, an assist, and a steal. And Nebojša Elkasevich, 6 points, 3 assists, 3 of 7 of shooting for the Bad Mongoose out of Slovenia. Dirk Canton, African Polecat out of Aruba, 2 points, 2 rebounds. He'll end the night, 1 and 2 in shooting. Sebastian Chiapara, the Black Jaguar Transvaal Lion hybrid out of Pred Tech. 2 points in this game, 1 of 2 in shooting, 2 assists as well with a steal. Beautiful points there. And remarkably, when it comes to the shooting, now this is a rare thing to see. Pride almost won in every team category.
And yet, that
first quarter
still did not win tonight.
Well, that was the first quarter. I mean, the first quarter, Pride controlled. It was remarkable what effort they put there at the beginning.
Second quarter, well, things started to turn around, as you can see from the shooting numbers there.
Yeah, they couldn't maintain it. They had a lot of energy. And when you look at the final scores for the total game, yeah, it definitely was falling in the Dakota Bikers' favor on that one. But at the same time, hey, we were thinking blowout. This was not a blowout. This was a big, tough game between 2 tough teams. And the Pride fans have a lot to be proud of. Their team really showed up against a very, very tough visiting team.
They certainly did. This is definitely one. I mean, there's that. I mean, there are very few moral victories in the FBA. I mean, it's a professional league, but tonight you can feel, if you're the Queen's Pride, you can feel very good about this performance, especially the performance we saw from their backcourt. Tasha Fangetsu, Malaine Thompson, they were dynamic tonight. They went toe-to-toe with the Splash Furs. It wasn't enough at the end, but remarkable effort from them tonight.
Absolutely. No, they did an incredible job. It's always tough to have a lot of excitement in the late regulation because this is a point where you know the bikers are sitting easy, knowing their playoffs seed is guaranteed. The Pride really tough. It looks like there's no chance for them to wiggle into the postseason, and it just makes it tough for the players. But here you can show just the professional passion you get from these clubs, still playing hard. I'd say that the Pride absolutely wanted to make a great show in front of their fans, and they did. They were up against a tough team. This could have been a very different game. They made it an exciting match.
Hmm. Yes, and yeah,
So,
there you have it.
anyhow, hey, this has been awesome. I have enjoyed having an all canine commentary booth with you, Cedric. This has been a lot of fun. I'm glad we got a chance here to comment on this game together.
Oh, it's been a pleasure for sure. I mean, it's always a great time with you, T Matt. I hope we get to do it again soon.
Oh, I hope so too. I very much do. And I'll definitely have all the same no cats allowed sign. I'll get it all together. And oh, it's again going to be tough to leave this room and not mark it good. I mean, it's new. It's just, I know there have been strangers in here. I don't like that. I'm not used to being in commentary booths that just, don't smell right. But all right, I'll hold it in though. And again, if you've heard of Grovo, check out the new workout supplement that's taken over gyms across the country. Um,
Across the country, across the league.
that's right. So, with that, thank you everyone for listening. I'm T Matt Latrins, and it has been a pleasure covering this game with Cedric O'Toole. Man, it's just been a great time. Thank you so much for joining me for this one, Cedric.
That's thank you too, T Matt.
And I'm T Matt, and that's a swish.